Hi everybody, I'm Dr. John. Apple had its annual WWDC event this past Monday, and they announced a lot of cool stuff. And especially this year, there were a lot of healthcare products and services that were announced during the keynote. So let's talk about it. But before we get started, if you want me to talk about what other tech companies are doing in the healthcare system, please leave a like below. Okay, now let's really get started.
First is voice isolation.
Apple has done a great thing for the hearing impaired community. Most people with hearing impairment have trouble distinguishing between background and foreground noises. So the Facetime feature to enhance audio and reduce ambient noise is amazing. In addition, the conversation boost in Apple AirPods is going to be great for hearing impaired community. It boosts the voices around you and it'll help you hear a little bit better. Next, let's talk about focus mode and notification summary. If you know me, I'm a huge fan of mental health, and anything that can reduce stress has got my approval. Focus mode takes Do Not Disturb onto the next level by not only allowing you to customize it, but it also affects all of your products in the Apple ecosystem. And notification summary decreases the number of notifications that you get by combining them. In addition to focus mode and notification summary, they actually added even more features onto the Apple Watch Breathe app, and it's even more capable. And speaking of Apple Watches, they just added on a new feature, which is another vital sign respiratory rate onto the Apple Watch. In the demos, it seems like they just wanted you to use it only at night when the respiratory rate is fairly constant. So we'll have to test it out and see how accurate that's going to be. Okay, now let's talk about Apple Health.
We're so excited for what's coming in health. A first-of-its-kind metric to assess fall risk, richer insights to understand changes in your health, and completely new abilities for you to privately share selected data with your doctors and loved ones.
That was a lot. Let's back up a little bit and talk about each of the features that you talked about. Let's start with walking steadiness. With the data from your Apple devices, you can analyze your gait. If you have unsteadiness, it will alert you and you can talk to your healthcare provider about it. It even has some exercises that you can do to improve your gait and walking. On the surface, that sounds awesome, right? But here's the catch. The algorithm has to be accurate. If the algorithm is not sensitive enough, too many people are going to fall and not enough people are getting referred to their healthcare providers. And if the algorithm is too sensitive, too many people are going to go to their healthcare providers and get unnecessary tests. And that will cause an unnecessary burden to the healthcare system. But it seems like they had a lot of people in the study. So I'm anticipating that it's going to be a good algorithm. I'm genuinely excited that we have this. Labs feature in Apple Health app is pretty self-explanatory. It takes all of the labs that your healthcare provider has taken and kind of labels it and defines it a little bit in terms of what the patients can understand. I am all for this because it increases healthcare literacy. The trends feature in the Apple Health app gets different trends on different health related data, such as heart rate, and it kind of plots it out and makes a trend out of it. This is good because you need to consider long-term trends when it comes to making healthcare decisions on certain disease processes. For example, you do not want to make a decision on one elevated heart rate and one elevated blood pressure because a lot of physiological things can cause that, like exercising or if you're stressed out and having a bad day. Summary feature is an easy way to share all of your health data with your family and your healthcare providers. Apple is working with a lot of different electronic health record companies to achieve this. I don't think that there is another major tech company that has done something like this, and I'm very excited as to what's going to happen. And for Apple Fitness users, Apple has added even more exercises for you to do at your home gym. Apple is definitely doing a lot to improve healthcare system by making it easier for people to understand their health. This comes with a lot of caveats. People will be definitely more educated about their health and will try to do a lot of lifestyle modifications to improve it. And that is awesome, and that is the goal. But people will also have a lot more healthcare data than they have ever had in the history of medicine. That can be good or bad. Let me explain. There was a study that was fairly recently published in the Journal of American Medical Association in May of 2021 that followed 625 patients with known AFib for 90 days, and they compared patients with smartwatch and patients who did not have a smartwatch. The results showed that there were more procedures that were done on patients who were wearing the smartwatch, but no difference in the heart rate. It's a small study, so I think that we need more evidence to make a conclusion. I will link the study down below if you guys are interested. It's a very fascinating study to read. So I want to end this video by saying that we're entering uncharted waters. Apple and other tech companies are pushing the envelope as to what is possible in healthcare. The smart devices and other health services have the potential to change medicine completely. However, we need more studies to see the benefits and risks of using these devices routinely. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. What do you think was the coolest thing that they announced at WWDC? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. If you like this video, please share it with your friends. My goal is to make videos about relevant medical topics to empower you to be your best self. See you all in the next video.